Hi everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Bug Designs, and today we're going to be working on the darling, I just love her. We're going to be working on Kadoodlebug's Cutie Katoodle's chocolate covered strawberry bear. Isn't she cute? And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some embossing and then doing the eyelashes on with a patch. It can be a little tricky sometimes, and I do have a video, if you're new to my channel, I do have a video on my storage, and you can see that below. In one of my other videos. I think I did it last week. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I do, like always, is separate all my pieces. I've got them all ready to go here. And we're going to start with the first thing is we're going to be doing the strawberry. So I'm going to show you the little strawberry. And what you're going to need is some tweezers, preferably some old yucky ones. I need to clean these again. And then a glue pad. I'm using this one here. And then some embossing powder. I keep my embossing powder in this container. Someone had sent me this a long time ago in a swap, and I've been using it ever since, and I just refill it, and I've refilled it tons of times. So we're going to take our strawberry face down and get it in this glue, and I did add some glue to this pad so it's nice and ready to go. And then you'll want to dip it in here, and you'll want to use a heat safe mat or a glass mat or whatever. And you can hold it up or put it down. I'm going to hold this little guy up. And you're going to see it kind of bubbles. So we'll just let it set for a second. And then we're going to dip it again. And now we're going to heat it again. And we want that embossing powder to liquefy and kind of move down. So if you have a lot of pits on there, you can heat it again and then just dip it. Whoops. And I think I just lost it. Yeah, I did. Okay. And I don't worry about, so now I've got the little tweezers resting on the glass, and I'm just melting, and you could see. So if it has a little pitting, I'm not going to worry about that. Now the back of this is going to have a lot of the embossing powder on it. And what I suggest is, if it does, you can always hot glue it on. On all the ones I did in there, I just used glue. But so this one's ready. So now we're ready to get our other pieces. So let me just put this away really quick. Okay. And I want to just spray. I'm going to spray just some rubbing alcohol on there. And then just wipe that. Okay. So next we can go ahead and get our pieces. So we're going to need our main piece. And the first pieces that we will need are the ears and the strawberry. So for the strawberry, I'm going to show you, for the brown, I did use the chocolate chip from StampinUp. And then for the green, I used Club Scraps Moss. This color here, it's moss. And basically, I just went ahead and kind of just distress the edges. Now you can come in with a marker here if you need, or you can just bend that up and get that. I'm just trying not to get ink on my hands. Because it transfers. So I try to start with all my light colors, and then I went to all the dark colors. And that's kind of how I prepped all the pieces. But so that's how I did the green. And so for the red, I did use the Club Scrap Hybrid Ruby. That tends to be one of my favorite reds. We're only going to need to do the top part of this strawberry. And so that's kind of how I did that. So there you have those pieces. I can put those away. So now for the brown, I used Stampin' Up! Chocolate Chip. And you can use any color you'd like. And you'll want to do the entire strawberry here. Or the chocolate part. So you'll just want to get these edges done up. And just kind of go around. And you can do it as dark or as light as you'd like. And so now we're ready to go ahead and glue. So we also are going to need the body because we're going to put the body on as well. I don't know, you can't see in these, but I went ahead and get the greenery on. Let's just do that first. I'll show you kind of how. And normally I start with the ears, but I kind of wanted to get this to dry down here. Okay. All right. And then I am using, if you're new, the Viker pin, or the tool that picks up the pieces easy. I did get that on Amazon. I can go ahead and link that. I try to link it in all my videos, so if you're looking for it, you'll be able to find it pretty easy. It comes in a set of 2, and you get 4 wax ends and a little tweezers. Okay, so we'll get the little ears on. Some of the bigger pieces I don't pick up with this tool. It's mainly the small ones, and it just helps to keep the glue so I'm not having glue everywhere. I tend to do that. Okay, so we have her little ears done, and we have our strawberry piece on. So now what we can do is go ahead and add the strawberry on here. And we can kind of put that up as like so. And let's see if I can get that. So you have some little markings on the edge right here. And this little one here is for the chocolate, so we won't worry about that one too much. So now what I want to do is get this body on here. And I'm going to go ahead and get her little arm on. Let's see if that, hopefully that's on that. May have put a little too much glue. And then we'll go ahead and set her body. And so if I need to move anything, like I do, see the arm, you want this arm to come in. And usually it's not stuck down that quick. I'm able to usually slide it, but so there you have that. Okay. So we have that. So now we can add our strawberry. So our strawberry, I don't have too much on the back. I'm going to use the glue, but so I'm just using the art glitter glue, and I just put a nice amount. And you can just hold that there. You can use a little bit of hot glue if you need. In all those, I didn't need to, but I think if you get a lot of that powder on the back, you may want to. So now we have the body and everything on, and now we want the head on here. So for all my white pieces, I did use the Starlite Silver. It's the Brilliance Pigmented Ink Pad. And so it just comes like this. So when I went to do these, the way I use this is I use a dauber and I just press down once, and it will get you through most of the white pieces, and then you'll need to do it another time to get you through the others. So on this, I'm using the textured white, but I flip it over to the smooth side, and then you can just come in. And I tried to start, once I've inked it up, I start with these bigger pieces and then go to the smaller. Now, so we're done with that. Okay, so our little head's ready to put on. So I'm just going to add some glue to the back, and we can just put that on. So when I cut these on the mat with the textured, I put the textured side down on the mat so we get the right cut. And so there's the head. So we have our little head like so. And then let's go ahead and do the muzzle. Let me grab that really quick. So for the muzzle, I don't want to add glue to the entire back of it because I leave room to put that little patch in her eyes. And so I'm just putting it towards the bottom. Like so. And then I'm going to grab her eyes. I'm not distressing anything on her eyes. You could always come in and distress the blue. I think it looks really pretty when it's got a little outline on it. But I'm going to leave this one here. So I'm going to add that patch first. I'm thinking I want it right there. And I kind of want it tilted up. And I want to leave a little bit of room to add some eyelashes. I know it's kind of over, but that's okay. So now I'm going to add, I want to add the white first because I'm going to come over with that other white, I think, and kind of cover it up a little bit. Let's see if we can do that. So we just want to move this one like so. I'm thinking, hopefully I like that. And then we want to add this one over here. And I'm thinking that'll be okay. I kind of brought it up. You don't have to, like on this one, I didn't. But I really want a little extra room for the lashes. Okay. And before, I'm going to get the blues on here. So, and then we'll get the other blue. There we go. And then, so once you get them put on, you can place these however, whichever you like so. And hopefully all that glue is dry. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to come in with some chalk. I'm going to chalk a little bit. I'm going to use the StampinUp chalks. And I want to use a little bit of pink on those cheeks. So I'm going to go with a pink, probably just a light pink. And I'm just using one of the brushes. I bought this brush on Amazon. You get a set of them. Whoops. So you can, and they're super cheap on Amazon. So just get some pink on here. There we go. and then just kind of blow that. So that's for that. So now for the eyes, I'm going to use, I use the angled brush like this one here. This one here I bought at Michael's. I bet you could find them on Amazon, the angle. This one is 1/8 of an inch. And this one works well for the eyes when you're shadowing. So I'm going to get a little bit of black. And I kind of blew off the extra. So the Stampin' Up chalks are definitely will go on darker. So I'm used to the other ones I used that were, I would have to come back quite a few times to do it. Let's see if I can add a little shadowing. I just want a little, not too much. Just a little bit on that one side because I'm going to do some lashes there. And I can always come back in, so I'm not too worried about how that looks right now. So for the lashes, I'm going to use the 005. And I'm going to start with this side first because this side here, we have this little patch. And so I want to come here and just do some little strokes for that side. And then we'll get that one. Okay, so on this side here, when I come off the brown, if you're coming from the white off the brown, you get some really hard strokes here. We don't want that. I want them to be kind of feathery and light. So I'm going to come right just from the brown and see if I can even do that. Let's see, because we're going to come here and it'll be light there. Okay, so then you can come back and get your link them up. I just found that this way's easier for me because when I was coming off, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit of black again right here. I just want to soften that up. Okay. And then I want to use, where's my 03? I'm going to use the 03. I got these off of Amazon as well. I want to come here and add a little liner, and then I'm going to come to this side as well. Usually I try to get it thicker at the bottom and not so thick at the top. So we want some more of this black. Okay, so I'm going to add the eyelashes now on this side. Yeah, that's really cute. You can always come in. If you feel like you could always come in and do a little fill in. And it's really up to you what you want. Okay, so I think we're good on her eyes. I'm going to just add some little shadowing. There we go. Okay, and then I am using the Posca paint pen. I'm going to use that to do. And then we want to add a few dots, like so. And now we're ready for her little nose. So we can add that. And let me move these out of the way. If you want more pink on the cheeks, you can add more pink. And you could even take a black pen and highlight the top part of the nose if you'd like. There we go. Okay. And let me move that. So we'll come in with the paint pen. All right. So we're pretty much done with that. So the next thing we want to do is the feet. And so on the feet, the same thing. I used the color that I showed you. And then I did all the little toes. So if the toes, they are really small, if you don't want to do the inking or this around them, you could always hold them down and just go around the edge with this, or you can come in with the pin. And I've done the pin in some of my other videos. I did hold these and ink them up, and that's how I did these. And so I'm just going to add some glue. So we just want to make sure her foot will cover the strawberry up. In one of mine, I didn't do that. I kind of was messing around and seeing if I liked it with it out or in. So on the toes, you're going to get a small one for the bottom and then 2 large ones. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll go ahead and do this other one. And we're almost done. So now on this one, we want to get that foot just like so. There we go. Okay, and then go ahead and add the toes. And then the next thing will be our strawberries that we have prepped. So the little toe and then the bigger toes will go on. And then we have these little paw pads as well. So the paw pads I did in the pink, Pretty in Pink Stampin' Up, and I just did around the edge. And then we'll just add those. And add that one. Okay, so we have all that done. So now we want to do the little strawberries. So we're going to do this one first. So the green is going to go on first. So I'm just going to add some glue to the back of that. And try to get it placed. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and add the strawberry to it. And then the little chocolate. And this one has a lot on the back, so I'm going to just add a little hot glue. I do have my glue gun ready. And I'll just glue that one on. There we go. So I have those prepped. And then I'm going to add this one. And then we have our hands and a little bit of white to add. Whoops, the highlighting we need. And then the strawberry. This one's so fun. I love doing all these. So we're going to kind of tilt that little strawberry. I want to add the little black dots to her face as well. So I do have some on the back of this. I'm going to, again, just add a little hot glue. There we go. And then just any of those little hairs we can get off later. Okay, so now it's going to be her little paws. And we have one that goes here because she's holding that strawberry. And then we have one down on her other foot. And then we're pretty much almost done. And there you have that. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to add in 005. I'm going to add just like 3 little dots there. Usually put 3 there. And then I want to come in with the white. Do a few up here. And then just do some little marks on these little greeneries. And there you have it. And I think she's pretty much done. And so I hope you enjoyed my video today. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please follow. And thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.